Welcome to Lecture Online. Have you ever wondered how old our universe is? About 100 years ago, the famous astronomer Hubble used a 100-inch refracting telescope on top of Mount Wilson Observatory to look at the heavens. He looked at these fuzzy things that were in the sky. What we used to think were simply nebulas within our own galaxy were actually galaxies just like the one we live in, beyond the boundary of our own. And he looked and he saw thousands, maybe millions of them. And then he realized that those galaxies were all moving away from us. And then the biggest discovery of them all, he began to realize that galaxies that were twice as far away from us were moving twice as fast, and galaxies that were 10 times as far away from us appeared to be moving 10 times as fast. He began to realize that the entire universe was expanding, and the farther galaxies were, the faster they were expanding. What he saw was that if a galaxy was a certain distance away from us, they would be moving at 67 kilometers per second. If a galaxy was twice as far away from us, it was moving twice as fast, 134 kilometers per second. So he began to realize that that simply means that the whole universe is expanding and that galaxies are moving away from us proportional to their distance. 10 times as far, 10 times as fast, 100 times as far, 100 times as fast. The whole universe was moving apart. And the farther they are apart from one another, the faster they're moving. Which means that each galaxy took the same amount of time to get to where they are today. If this galaxy is this far away from us today, and it was going this fast, we know how long it took to get there. And if a galaxy is twice as far away, but it was moving twice as fast, it would take the exact same amount of time to get there. All the galaxies took the same amount of time to get to where they are today. So all we had to do is figure out the time it took for galaxies to move from here to here and from there to there and so forth. It all was the same amount of time. To do that, he drew up a graph and he realized that the distances from the galaxies and the velocities at which they're moving apart from one another were related to each other by this line. The slope of that line, that ratio became the Hubble constant. Now we know that Hubble constant is 67 kilometers per second per megaparsec. And today we know that the age of the universe simply is the inverse of that constant, which happened to be 13.8 billion years, plus to take a few million years. Today we know that that's the age of the universe because of the work that Hubble did. Quite a discovery.